In Kentucky, I say that we're divided by geography, we're divided by race, we're divided by socioeconomic status. I just think that there's so many other things that connect us. How can we move away from this economy that has winners and losers to an economy that is cooperative and helps us all win?
In a living economy, everybody has power. We all have responsibility for it, and we all get something from it. It's when we think we're powerless that we allow people to step on us or make us less. So what kind of chickens are these?
So we have some well summers.
In eastern Kentucky, you can tell whether you live in a food desert or not in the summer if you can buy ice cream at the grocery store and get it home, because we have to travel so far. There needs to be some sort of a system put in place where people that are getting the food have power over what they're getting.
I fell in love with the streets of Louisville. Sometimes you miss it when you're riding in the car. The work that I've been committed to doing is figuring out how we can work in cooperation and not in competition, so that both rural communities and urban communities both win at the same time. Even with gentrification and more housing development happening, those developments still weren't being followed with grocery stores. This is the heart of West Louisville. This property has been vacated for 20 years or so. A great community-owned grocery store is the vision that we help plant. We have two big goals. One is to provide food access for folks who don't have it. And the second is to be a solid market for local and regional food products. We want the grocery store and the jobs to be a path to ownership, but also owners of other assets. We hope that we're modeling a different kind of business development that the neighborhood and the community take on to open other businesses. We have a growing service economy, but we continue to see the wealth gap increase. It doesn't just hit urban communities, it hits rural communities as well.
You have to empower people to be a part of their own food system.
I think what the co-op model is going to demonstrate is that we can govern ourselves in a different kind of way and prove that we could hire a Black accountant, we can find a Black architect, we can find a Black attorney. We've been trained up just like everybody else, and we can do things in our community for ourselves.
We have people in eastern Kentucky that have the answers, but nobody is asking them.
Voting is essential for us creating the kind of world that we want to live in. We can't continue electing people who don't look like us and don't live the lives that we live and expect them to make the right decisions. It hasn't worked. We tried it.
We put ourselves down all the time, thinking that we don't have a voice, that we don't have any right. Everybody has personal power. We need a bigger table.